Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I'm SeaOfMarina, aka Albamarina. For those of you that keep calling me Marina, it's Albamarina, but just letting you know. And I'm here on a new video. FYI, I'm a little sick / allergy season is like approaching for me, so I may sound a little weird, so just bear with me. I'm here today on wanting to talk and share about my experience living here in New York City and some tips that will help you when you are moving, actually anywhere that you would want to know. And yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so my situation. I really am fortunate. For each situation I've been in, I've only moved once from my sister's house. I was living with her for about 2 years, my first 2 years here in New York City. And just this past summer, I have 3 years here. So I moved into a room share, which if you guys have been with me on my channel for a little bit, you saw that I kind of vlogged my first moving experience. If you haven't, definitely check that out. I will post that video down below and you can catch up to that. I met this really cool girl like at this job that I was interviewing for, and we just kind of like kicked it. She told me she had a free room to room share with her, and I was just kind of in the space where I just wanted to have my own space. So that happened literally in a week. The first day I came in to move, the first day I came in to move, the roommates in the apartment had no idea I was going to move here or live here. So that was a little bit weird. Miscommunication was very clear there. 1 second. So it was a little weird there, but at the same time, it ended up working out really well. I came into the apartment really hoping to have clear space and feel comfortable in the apartment, but the place was a wreck. Everyone just didn't care. Everyone's pretty young, where no one's telling them what to do, and everyone's an adult, so they made their choices really clearly. Lost my train of thought. It will come to me, come back to me. Yeah, so I kind of just was the mother in the apartment, and I had to remind everyone, like, hey, I'm bringing some guests over, my family is coming over to visit. Are you going to clean your stuff from the bathroom? Like, it was just simple things like clean up after yourself type thing. And I was kind of a little frustrated, but I tried for it like not to get to me as much in the beginning, because like, okay, cool, I have my own space, you know, I'm in my little own haven, I'm creating a way, and I'm just working on myself. And fast forward, today I'm about to move. Not literally today, but I'm packing today and moving tomorrow. I am going to be moving to a family member's home and renting a room from their apartment. Not because this apartment didn't work out, but because the lease is up tomorrow, and I kind of wanted to keep this apartment, but it's really disgusting. No one cared about cleaning. I really wanted to share this with you guys, because when you are in a rush to have your own space and be an adult and be grown and be responsible, we tend to do these things really quickly and thinking them through to a certain extent, but not all the way through. And this was definitely a learning experience for me, where I became, I guess, more accountable to myself, because I matter. So I shouldn't be in these situations where I have to be constantly on top of someone. You know, I chose to stay here to save more money, and also like it affected me pretty brutally now that I'm really thinking about it and speaking about it. So let me share with you guys a few of my tips that I feel like wherever you are in your life, you should be able to ask these questions, to be able to be comfortable in the situations, and this will determine on when you should move or how you should move, and is the place right for you, are the roommates right for you, etc. So let's just kind of get in, because I feel like I'm rambling now. Okay, first things first is beware of your roommates. Make sure you know some of your roommates, or if you're going into a situation where you completely have no one in the city or state or country, make sure you interview your roommates before. And it might sound a little intimidating at first, but honestly, who cares? You really matter. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable in the situation that you're in with the people or strangers that are around you. So have a conversation with them. What kind of things do they do, etc. Number 2, have a cleaning schedule. I know this may sound a little crazy, but it really will work. I remember visiting my friend in Philly, and she had like a whole little like dry erase board, which I thought was the best idea ever. I'm like, why the heck don't we have that? And they had a whole list of days that they would clean and like switch off, and it was like 3 roommates that made really, like, it made sense to have that and to go by that, so you don't have to be up everyone's ass on doing things. Like, come on now, we're grown adults, we have lives, we have things outside of just living in this apartment. Let's just keep it together and make sure everything is clean and no one gets sick. Number 3 is to keep all of your receipts that you use. And I mean, I never thought about this until I had a conversation with my aunt, and she's like, do you have any receipts that show proof that you've been living there? Because I'm not here on a lease. I'm room sharing, so obviously that's not on a lease. I need to have proof that I've been paying money monthly, because they can just be like, screw you, and be like, whatever, you were never here. You never know how and when people can like flip on you, like, and not care at all. So always have receipts of everything. Literally, even if you buy your own receipt book at the dollar store, which is literally what I did, it's right here. And I only had this because I was applying for things and had to prove that I've been paying rent. So I had to create these things last minute because I didn't know to keep it every month. Number 4, make sure your communication is A1 with every single person in this apartment. I understand you're paying for your room. You don't need to let them know every time you bring someone over, but it kind of is a nice reminder or gesture to be like, hey, got some people coming over, you know, in case someone has to work really late and comes in home and just wants to sleep and you're not like up partying and being super loud. Just be conscious about your space and care for one another, even though you're roommates, and sometimes you may love them or you may hate them, but respect each other's space and schedule. So make sure communication is really clear between each roommate that you have. And last but not least, a 5th tip is know your legal terms. Know when the lease is going to be up, know who signed the lease, know how much security deposit was put, if you included money, and know your portion that you need to receive back. Everything really matters legally, and I did not know about this at all until my sister did ask me, so is this kind of illegal? Like, are you sure you're supposed to be here? Do you know who's on the lease? All of these questions that school frankly doesn't teach you. So I was kind of shocked when they were like, all right, lease is up in about a couple weeks. I was scrambling to try to keep the apartment, and things were really messed up in terms of whoever was on the lease. Communication between the office and the people that were on the lease was way off. Well, I think that's kind of it for this video because I feel like it's gonna be a long one. I hope that these tips and my experience kind of helps you in a way, and if they didn't, I'm sorry. But if you have any other tips that you would like to share, anything, definitely comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace and love, guys.
I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about all the things you do.